Blessed, welcome to another episode of my 2 cents podcast. I'm your host, Tu-Lox, the 876 Rebel. And today we're going to talk about the facts of lawyers for top flight entertainer, Vybz Kartel. The facts say, after Vybz Kartel Privy Council ruling in the United Kingdom, where the Privy Council quashed Adidja Palmer, Vybz Kartel, Sean Stam Campbell, and Andre St. John murder convictions. And based on that, Vybz Kartel lawyers went ahead and filed a habeas corpus. So for those who don't know or understand what a habeas corpus is a writ requiring a person under arrest to be brought before a judge or into a court, especially to secure the person's release, unless lawful grounds are shown for the detention. Now in today's episode, we are going to talk about the result of said habeas corpus filing for Kartel and his co-accused. Stay tuned. Zine, Tu-Lox are going to use wrong advice because I'm still not use it in and twins of twins I represent for the virtual reading castle. Zine, if your youth are between the ages of 8 to 12 and with little reading and them thing them have a hassle, no problem. Virtual reading castle. Big way. I want me to say the carrier boy got a virtual reading castle. I tell him I don't like repeat myself, you know. But I'm going to tell you again, I hope them carry a dream because I don't want him to dance like me and they all about the place that keep up all kind of upgrade. The man here, man. Zine, and for the direct link, you can just WhatsApp 876-480-7083. Limited spaces available. So guess what I'm going to do? When I put on the left, I'm make the right one. Also brought to you by REGGAE 13 Collections, where creativity lives. We also do everything printing except fingerprinting. We also offer the finest and best in embroidery services in the island. Check us out at 876-898-9888. And also, to get access to the updated merchandise, you can just simply follow us at REGGAE 13 Collections on Instagram. Still a reminder item, check out Curly Locks book, available on all digital platforms. Available in Jamaica at jamaicadeals.com. Now, me no normally recommend energy drink to nobody at all. But Yellow Zebu is very low in sugar, 21 grams, seen 170 milligrams of sodium, 88 calories, and you can believe that, 21 grams of carbohydrate. So that's what I talk about. Yellow Zebu are one of the healthiest energy drinks on the road right now. To contact Yellow Zebu, you can just simply link them on Instagram and DM. Drink Yellow Zebu. And it comes in 4 flavors. You have the original, you have the mojito, and you also have the dragon fruit and the wild berry. See, so no need to go grab that. Trust me, money's worth.
Listen up. This one is for the youths and the children. Sing again. I want them again. So didn't I tell you that the beast is roaming, yeah. Protect your children, cause like a raging storm is coming. Lion twin, yo, we want them again. So didn't we tell you that the beast is roaming, yeah. Protect your children, cause like a raging storm is. Yo.
Alright, so before I go into the show, I just make an aware of the fact that I hear some knocking because the construction are going in the place, doing some refurbishing. Also, if you hear the rain in the background, that's no fault of mine. You don't know, big up God. I hear a thing that's in. Alright, so watch you now. Now today we're going to talk about the facts that Vybz Kartel lie them, as I stated in the intro. File a habeas corpus for Vybz Kartel and him co-accused them. See? And today's show will be based on the result of that habeas corpus. Now on Thursday, the 30th of May, the result of said filing was met with both fear and excitement. Now everybody knows that Vybz Kartel them have the habeas corpus where lawyer them file in the Supreme Court to get him released. So I understand that there will be a very large air of excitement and anxiety. So based on that, I understand. On a level, so people just nervous. It's nerve-wracking, you don't know which direction it will go in. But a lot of people, based on the fact that the Privy Council, they quash Kartel conviction, enough people that whole heap of hope in the facts that Vybz Kartel might walk free. But there was also those who were so nervous, them not even remember them occupation. We are talking about journalism today. Can you believe? Say even before, don't quote me upon this, because the post was removed by the specific institution, IRFM to be specific, not even go around the corner. Somebody from IRFM, I guess in them social media department, post. I have it for sure. Say Vybz Kartel free now. Allegedly before there was even a ruling upon the matter. I swear to you, I can't make up them something here. And the world, I'm not even gonna say Jamaica, went crazy. Now, understandably, a lot of people in Jamaica from where they has been very concerned about journalism in Jamaica. When them now interview prostitutes and termites, they will make up story and post it. Can you believe that? One time, if something happen, first question me I ask, which party see? And if the person say TVJ, or the person say Gleaner, or the person say Star, I'm good with that, I say, yo, I true then, Because based on these institutions' credibility that their companies are founded upon, automatically after a while, anything them say, you deem it to be true. Because journalism, for the most part, all over the world, not just Jamaica, it's built on integrity. But I not lie, I feel like I'm out here alone with this social media thing. It's like I feel like nobody knows see how much social media ruin the world. Even what happened to IRFM yesterday, a social media cause it. Here's how. Journalism one time was something where you do your job and you run out on the battlefield and you make sure by virtue of research, so every single thing where you talk can be backed up with facts. But these days, nobody now do research, much less arrive at any kind of fact. Even journalists are dependent on social media to publish them findings. Alright, now, here's how social media drop in. Because I can't see enough of no confusion. I say, yo, we're thinking about social media. And social media this and social media that. You know what social media do? Social media is not just social media when it comes to journalism. Social media is the Olympics of sorts. And we're going to talk about track and field today. Track and field in the sense where social media pay everybody, So guess what's going on? Automatically, the facts that you make money from social media, and remember how social media work. It work on who first come with the news then. And before social media, the media house them used to race who can come out with it quicker, but before social media, it did give them time to do research. I want to believe that social media not leave space to research, especially in a time of bloggers. A majority of them blogger, I'm not a blogger, I'm a YouTuber. Majority of the bloggers, based on the facts that them just want them pay. As them hear something, there will be no research. Matter of fact, some of them not have the intellect for research, them finger with them bound with. Them don't know them hand make look. So when them hear things, you expect credible news from them then. So you see all of the real credible institution them end up in a race with some simple-minded blogger we can't teach nobody, nothing at all. The biggest word them know are people are exposed. We're not race with some people where as them see something, them try to put it out in an hour. Minutes. So therefore it will never have proper research, a pure fuckery. Look what happened with Nationwide. But that's a nationwide. If it probably one of the number one institution as it relates to credibility. And Nationwide, actually in the last election, advertised, said the PNP win. Can you believe that? What caused that? Race. You just want to say it before somebody else. I blame the public though, because when something come out, you don't wait until people are credible. Put them research together, then you go support it. So now, based on support, these credible journalists have to end up in a race with a bag of guns. So when you're in a race, you're never in a hurry, you go somewhere. Very much in a hurry and you look for something. And it's right in front of your eye. And the way you're in a hurry, you're blind to it until you calm down. So most of these journalists, they might look for something them can't see it. Based on the facts of them in a hurry for post and beat the blogger there. So them a compare for them credible institution with some waste man and gal who just get up every day and just start for YouTube pay them. Because all them a get a clicks, and them a get the clicks and them a get paid. So guess what go on? Them no business what them put out. So you know, with your research, you scrap your research in order to win the race there with the blogger there. Can you believe it? So majority of them people get so dumb, them watch the bloggers them put out something and think them watch it already. Even when it not have no educational value. Just notice how long sometimes it take to come with something. It's not only because YouTube fight my video them more time and don't make me post all 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Make me take so long for forward out. And you have a thing when you research. I'm always try my best, even if I not go 100%, me there 99, as it relates to credibility and facts, because I go do me research. And guess what? I'm fully aware, so you'll get less views because the blogger them we are race, as long as them post the same subject. May I show you how simple-minded people get in. You watch a man with us step on people and expose and this and that and a bag of foolishness, and you're dumb enough to think, say, you watch that already. You're dumb enough to think, for example, Vybz Kartel denied bail. Every blogger run with it. Pure foolishness when you watch it. Them can't explain to save them life. Are the type of picnic them when them grow, and them mother say, why you do it? And then just let they quiet and a look. Now, pure fact them a chat, because them not head on them body. Them can't explain why them do it to them mother. And a them do it. Them blogger are them type of picnic. And a them wanna put in a trust in her. So all me now we come 3-4 days after. Sometime. Based on the facts that I do research. See the idiot them here? Him just a come with that. Yes. Because I come with credibility and facts. I saw me do my shit. But me I tell you how dangerous the internet is. Nobody now have no time for sieve out nothing. Just like the music when nobody can sieve out the Netflix them. The Debbie Bird, the this, the that. The Rosie, the you name them. All these popular people. Rose and Expert. All these people. People don't know how to separate who a star from who the internet just a laugh after. The Netflix feel by yourself and the real star them feel by yourself. But people don't do that. Everybody a star. So guess what? The consuming public, we are consume YouTube and other platforms do. Them not have no time to know who they on YouTube a chat sense and who a chat shit. Them not have no time to see about that. Them see a bag of YouTube channel, that's it. So you used to some waste man does a post video every minute. When TVJ do the same thing, you look on them just like that waste man there. When Observer do the same thing, you look on Observer just like that waste man there. And when you put everybody in a box, you force these credible institutions to start race. And when you're in a hurry, majority of the time when you're in a hurry and you don't have the time to think, you're in a hurry going nowhere. No. Straight in the cartel something. I'm not get too detailed about this today because guess what? Just like the Puff Daddy episode, may I watch to see the outcome a little bit more. Now, may I play a clip from TVJ, Credible News. See it? Where after the ruling, that clip here go into details as to how everything play out, legally and otherwise. Watch this.
Good afternoon, I'm Milton Walker. Welcome to TVJ's special coverage of a habeas corpus application on behalf of Vybz Kartel, whose given name is Adidja Palmer, Sean Storm, Campbell and Andre St. John. This today was not a bail application. Let's get that clear. The Supreme Court Judge Justice Andrea Thomas has ruled that dancehall entertainer Vybz Kartel and 2 of his 3 co-accused should remain behind bars pending the decision of the Court of Appeal on whether or not they will be retried for the murder of Clive Lizard Williams. Justice Thomas delivered a written judgment a short while ago. Now, attorneys for the men had filed a habeas corpus application requesting their release following the recent Privy Council decision to quash their convictions. Dion, good afternoon. Can you just sum up for us what happened in court and why the men were not released?
Okay, well, I'm actually, the judge left the courtroom just a short while ago. I'm actually waiting to get a written copy of the judgment because she gave quite a detailed breakdown of her reasons. As you said, in short, Kartel and his co-accused will not be released before the Court of Appeal has decided whether there's going to be a retrial or not. So the judge looked at a number of issues. She started out by looking at the issue as to whether the decision of the Privy Council that their convictions had been quashed and that the Court of Appeal was to decide on a retrial, did that translate into an order for them to be released? And she decided that that did not, in fact, so translate. She looked at whether or not the appeal had been determined, and her decision was no, the appeal has not finished. It is not going to be finished until the Court of Appeal makes its final decision. Since the appeal has not been determined, therefore, she said that the men are in fact being held lawfully in custody because the Commissioner of Corrections has not received any order from any court to release them. She looked at the issue of whether the charges remain and decided that, yes, the charges are still valid. So the men are still charged. Having looked at that, she then looked at whether, in fact, they would be eligible for bail. So she looked at the new Bail Act, and she looked at the fact that the Bail Act says that to be eligible for bail, while you're waiting for your appeal to be decided, you would have to have been on bail before you were convicted. These men were not on bail before convicted. She also pointed to another provision in the Bail Act that says that people who have been convicted for murder are in any case not in the category of people who could be considered for bail pending appeal. So as a result, they wouldn't be eligible for bail. She then looked at the fact that this was a habeas corpus application. Habeas corpus literally means bring the body. So bring the body before the court. It's usually used in circumstances where people are being unlawfully detained. And she said a habeas corpus application like this can't be used to circumvent the proper processes of the court, and that in this particular case, the only court who can make a decision at this time in relation to the liberty of these men is the Court of Appeal, because that is where the matter now is. So in short, Milton, to end as we began, no, the men, Kartel and his co-accused, are not going to be released before the decision of the Court of Appeal as to whether they should be retried or not.
Okay, Diana, and just quickly, there's no possible legal measure or action that his lawyers can take. Essentially, now the next stage is the Court of Appeal hearing into whether or not there will be a retrial.
Well, the retrial, the decision as to whether there should be a retrial, the Court of Appeal is going to start hearing that, I believe it's next week, in fact. So we can wait to see whether or not, because I haven't had a chance to speak to the attorneys yet. So I'm not sure what it is their next move will be. It's always possible to appeal decisions, but given the timing in this particular case, I don't know what they're going to decide to do. I haven't spoken to them yet.
All right, so after I watch that, just one question me have though, like, are you telling me, say, Buchanan and a team of lawyers who represent the man, never know none of them something there? Where that judge there, forward come say, never know all of them legal barricade them maga buck up, you know. If you're a lawyer and you know the law, you did know say everything what a woman they just say, you got buck up on all of that. Now when Buchanan face the judge, this is what I have to say. And these are some of the things them when you say. I can't play alike. Buchanan told Justice Thomas that based on current legislation, it was within her remit, if mindful, to release the men unconditionally or in contemplation of the hearing before the Court of Appeal. The man just say out of mouth, say based on current legislation. You know what that show you directly? It shows that this man never even aware, say the Bail Act did get amended. You could have never did aware of that and make such a statement. If you are going to argue, say, based on current legislation, the man name for their road, and the woman counteract you directly by letting you know, say, based on the same current legislation, the man name have to stay in jail. And the last time I check it, them still there jail. That means that she was right and you were wrong. So either you never know say the law was amended or you hope they don't remember. Me no know what else to say about your brother. Anyway, Buchanan continued by saying, conditions would look like bound to appear at their hearing, and that gives the court authority to extend what order you give in light of what is before the court, Buchanan submitted. Buchanan stressed that the sentencing no longer exists and the men were no longer viewed as convicts. To fit their current situation, and I'm referring to the lacuna, the Privy Council decision to the point of retrial. There is nothing in law that can address that situation. We would have to perform some magical sort of construction to say it looks like this or it looks like that. Feel free to school me on that, my lady, because that is why I'm before you, Buchanan said. You can't blame people who think it's a mind game you play with Kartel, you know. You have to go find the next way. You have to go get more creative, my G. Because this no look good for you. I remember the last time I met my comment to me, I say, yo, a liar was supposed to professionally talk about Obeahman and him something. Now understand in place. There's just a certain conduct where you don't carry yourself as a liar. How was the Obeahman for you and that result here? So you need to go back to the Obeahman. Food no money, brother. You have to buckle down, lower the attention part of the thing and do the right thing. That's it. Cut out the picnic shit and the attention seeking shit and do the right thing. That's my advice for you. Now, one thing kind of strike me in other whole something here. There was a law amended just November gone as it relates to terms of bail.
Something alright? Something alright, yeah?
No, me couldn't dumb enough for even try to think. So the system amend the law specifically to keep Vybz Kartel in a jail. That don't make no sense to me. That would have never make no sense to me. The law is usually amended whenever there's a glitch in the system and criminals use the system to their advantage. Them can't argue. So there are a number of reasons as to why them amend the Bail Act. But I find it weird. So conveniently for the system, it's the same Bail Act is the main reason why Vybz Kartel and the co-accused them still in custody right now. I find it weird. I don't think the law was amended specifically for Kartel, but unfortunately for Kartel, he became a casualty of that amendment. Because the amendment came when the so-called government said they might get rid of crime. We're going to talk about that further up in the video. So, watch me and speculate now. I remember when I was right. Even though the case was quashed in March 2024, you have to remember how law works. So based on the fact, so them know that there's a strong chance for Kartel guy the Privy Council to get some sort of justice, them do a just in case from the year before. And no, trust me not telling us the Vybz Kartel and Malcolm X. And him import that enough for your whole system go sit down and decide, oh, we can amend the law so him can stay here. See, I'm not saying that's what the case is, but trust me, in a corrupt country like Jamaica, any game can play. And when we say Kartel and Malcolm X, I mean the type of things we Kartel DJ about. Majority we talk about, because I'm not saying not a reality show. The type of things we Kartel DJ about, I don't think a corrupt system like Jamaica mind it. Like how some people make it look like Kartel and Marcus Garvey. That's not the case. But make always stand on a point where me always make. Now, my thing is never for question Kartel guilt or innocence. See, if you do something and you're guilty, you deserve whatever judgment forward. I'm not afraid to say that, but hear me out. Now, for me, a little boy, you see, if my mother tell me, say, go sweep up the yard, I should never, ever, ever, ever say it to my big brother yet. Never. I just me alone a sweep the yard. Me nah bumbuckler sweep it. That name, double standard. So I'm me a the slave right here, so kill me. All them should beat me for a week straight. Me nah sweep the yard. Not because I nah stay now, but because I'm me alone have to sweep the yard. Now me say that to say this. Whole heap of youth they are prison and innocent. And this not nothing to do with Vybz Kartel. whole heap of youth. Because some people make it look like people are defend cartel based on the fact say him a cartel. I'm not deny that. You have some people where artists can't run for them. Once you're popular, not even for the artist, you just can't run. Because you're popular. Whether you want Dan, you want artist, you want politician, you just can't run for them. The only part is that we don't see no politician a prison. Apart from my boy accused of killing his wife. I'm going to tell you now. Watch that case there closely. And see if the man there got prison. The law only works when it concerns ghetto youth. And me know there's going to be a lot of people now who say, oh, Allah, y'all tell a whole heap of murderer face the system and them get off easy. It's true you fuck. Of course it's true. Them get off easy based on them political affiliation. Yes. All these men we are clean from left, right, and center and get where every day when them face a judge. The law are going to work for them too based on them political connection. So for example, may I show you, because I'm going to try every way to twist this. See? The man, the ghetto youth, where I do things for the system and I get away with it. And it would seem that, oh, there's a balance within the law because whole heap of time the man who kill people get away with it too. If you are work for them, you're just an extension of them intention. So guess what? The same laws will work only for them will work with anybody with them I work with. So technically them man they know their road because the law fair. It boil right back down to the same circle of people where the law work for. And them can control and manipulate the law to suit them own self-interest at any given time. When these men play people, which they've been doing for years, and it have nothing to do with politicians. Some of them depend detention for all 20 years and never got caught. Never. Because them not a political connection, them just out the road wild and a deal. Just look how them play them monopoly. When you and them good enough, and you're there for much people for them, you have the bare destruction on their behalf, you can't even get detained. But look how them deal with you when you start make your own money. Look how them deal with you when you become your own Don. Back in the day when time Dons used to depend on politicians and the upper class. Them little people in a broad daylight in front of 1,000 witnesses and nothing come out of it. Because our political connections and affiliations. In front of you, but look what happens when them done it you. And this go both ways. This not just aligned to any specific political party. Because enough people overlook them things, you know. All of them see it plain in front of them, you know. Just check it. Tesha Miller, PNP. Blackman, PNP. All of the top down them where them get out so far. What political affiliation do they have? Matter of fact, Tu-Lox in it. What political affiliation is it alleged say Kartel have? You don't answer me in the comment section. Every name I'm call right this up a PNP. Who in a power now? So you see it? Do these people really care about crime? Or them care more about politics? I want to also tell me that in the comment section. You see, if PNP ever win the next election, the amount of labor right done, we are going to go to prison. You're not going to believe it. Labor rights don't go to prison until PNP, they are the head. PNP don't go to prison until labor rights, they are the head. That's my opinion, I'm going to keep it. Just check it. When America wanted us, who did I rule? Bruce Golding. And them would have to squeeze him throat, almost literally, for him sign the extradition papers. Because labor right not give a labor right, and PNP don't give a PNP. Not all of them politicians you do. Now have shit to do with integrity. Everything in a Jamaica boil down to politics. I mean, I want to think of the man them innocence may I declare as well. A bias. May I show you. We're going to make anti-gang legislation. And the biggest gang are the upper class. Biggest gang. Look what happens when them done with you. All of a sudden the law starts to work. A lot of these men used to roam free when una and them good. But as soon as una jump out, una create legislation to make sure so them stay in prison. Because there's no done right now in a 2024 when need a politician. That is why them create the anti-gang law when them realize that them lose control of the gangs. I have to be careful. If you look like me, I defend gang. I don't condone none of the fuckery and the destruction what the gang them do. But Jamaica does not consist of one set of gang based on geographical location. No, it doesn't. When the man them start make them own the money, 100 years for black man, 100 years for Tesha, 100 years for whosoever. Right in a prison. But in a way, the police could have hardly hold on upon them when una and them did good. I want to do that much there and see how the system works. So the youth them out there now that might fall victim to the system not like you, they never will. Never them are going to use you, and when they don't need you, them shit you out. Now, while I understand that the system create for only poor people end up in a prison. Poor people at fault. Because guess what? All you know if you do is stop on a free. All you know if you do is stop on a foolishness, and nobody would have to argue. So only the poor go to prison. Because me, you know, say majority of one way to kill people and take people life and do all kind of fuckery. When you not do it for no real reason. Ain't no me just poor me dead for hungry. No go so. You know what we are AK? A majority of them is kill people own and one man own 3 AK. But you want to tell me say you're broke and hungry, that's why you're gonna keep up your fuckery. All you no need for do a cut out on a fuckery, and there'd be no need for the comparison as it relates to rich and poor and who go to prison. No need. Because if we all know this from day one, how the system works, prison for poor people, why the fuck you end up there? I mean, I tell you, say you have anomalies, but you just see a youth and blame him for something and get all 10 years prison. There are those anomalies, but majority of we end up in prison we mix up. We do all kind of fuckery, and then when we end up in prison, we blame the system. Ourselves we have to blame majority of the time when we end up in a them situation. And then you also have some people that come. To me, as I say, boy, you have one laugh for the rich and one for the poor. Ooh, what you idiot here? Cartel rich. I always telling them, I'm telling them again, by society people's standards, Cartel broke like dog. Cartel could have made $1 zillion money. He will never be seen in a them class. If you see him bold, can't in a them class, will never in a them class. I wish part of Cartel ever reach in a them class. You're mad. Remember me say it on a million video right here saying, say if you create the laws, you can go around them. Easy. And you can use the law for help who you want it for help, and you can use the law for hurt who you want it for hurt. Look on the X6 law. For example, have you ever seen any ghetto youth, politically connected or otherwise, where could have their foreign and hear same gun, him license gun, shoot somebody and come to Jamaica, come take the charge as if him did there all along? The X6 law, innocent, you know. The big man where you see get the charge, him innocent. A foreign him there when the shooting go on. Do you think one little youth from run a Rima or Maxfield could I try that? Oh, my son. Shoot a man, not taxi. Alright, me right to Miami here, so me a forward. Which one are we gonna do that? Patrick Powell get in a trouble because he never want hand over him firearm. Believe it or not. And not because somebody dead. If this scenario will happen right in front of the world, couldn't show no. So the law only works for one set of people in a Jamaica. And it's a set of blind skin shade. But I want to look on this. This article states that there's no proof. So Patrick Powell did death on the scene when Kajil dead in a car. No proof saying we death on the scene, so him get away with murder. But guess what? It was proven, say a theme gun commit the murder. So guess what go on? When it comes to rich people, guns get ready. Put on its shoes, pun intended, and clothes. and leave the yard and go kill who it want kill and go back home, go act like it innocent. Make us say you say Patrick innocent, which everybody knows you're not in believe. How come there was no charge for the real everybody know how? How? You don't know say I'm son do it. Everybody, all I want to know say the man's son do the kid. But guess what? If we don't charge the son, we don't have to charge Patrick because guess what? The son is supposed to in possession of Patrick gun. I have no faith in the Jamaican judicial system. Sorry. Dead man found uptown in a rich top lawyer house. What come out of that? Eh? If you find a dead dog in our house or even, you probably got prison for much years. But all dead people can turn up in a rich people's house and just get questioning and everything alright. Yes, I saw them treat the rich and the people who control the system. Majority of the time when you're in a rage and you fight for something, when you fight for the wrong things 24/7. You live in our country, trust me, that's why I love my leaders. You know? Because our economy is #1 in the world. And guess what? You can imagine how proud I feel for living in a crime-free country. I can't tell when last I locked my door. Nah, tell a lie. Already I drop my wallet at halfway tree. With all of my life in it, every card, my license, everything. I'm going to reach home, sleep for 4 hours, and go back at the same spot when I drop the wallet. I'm going to say, be about 1,000 youth around the wallet. I guard it till I come back. I feel nice for living in a country like that. But do not feel good to tell me in the comment section. We have the best hospitals. Can you believe it? Our children's hospital don't, like some other country. Entertainers now if you take up children's hospital as a project to make sure say Pitney can get proper health care. I feel proud to live in Jamaica. Real proud. We are one of the richest countries in the world where everybody and their mama live nice. Me like that. Me that never live nowhere different from Jamaica. Best country to live. Our politicians love the people so much them that want naked and spend every dollar with them allocate from our tax money back in the economy. How me feel live somewhere else? I feel proud to live in a country where people value education so much. You could have never sing a song about dance and that hit. That is why I love Jamaica. Because remember me and I see him thing, you know. Uno delusional, so am I. Because I'm delusional where? So it don't make sense me stay in all time days and not get delusional too. Now to be honest, if me a cartel, what me would do is, if the convictions were overturned and you still charged for murder and now pending a retrial based on the Court of Appeal, I not tell a lie, me would have confessed to something and cut my time significantly because it's obvious. So them people are not let you out, bro. They make up their mind, no matter the money we have, it no matter which liar you get, it don't matter. From the system to the liar, them. I suck your dry, bro. Me that do something, me that find a way to get the thing that's cut in half. Time served plus whatever years you want to put on that. As long as it's less than the 35 years. And that's how I see it right now. Me nah say it impossible. If your miracle work, when you face the Court of Appeal, you know, brother. But me wouldn't leave my life enough in them hands, like when I do the first time and get 35 years. You're mad. Believe it or not, the fact that you're going to face the Court of Appeal right now is a second chance. And if you have that second chance, bro, please, my opinion,